My name is Steve Gursky, and it's my privilege tonight to introduce Stu Seltzer. You thought I was going to say Steve Gursky, better known as Lori's husband. Come on, I've been here 11 years. Before I introduce Stu, I would like to tell you a little bit about him. By the way, I had a 40-page introduction, but my wife edited out 39 of them, so you can thank her for that. Where is Stu, anyway?
Right here.
Oh, you got to come up here. Come on. I don't know if any of you have been to events like this before, but I've had the honor of introducing people here. I've had the honor of introducing people at this event before, and usually when I do, I send out an email to a bunch of friends and get some really good stuff. So, I don't know, a few years ago, Wayne Goldstein had this obsession with his power washer. Ben Golub had his book that ranked number 777,000 on the Amazon bestseller. So I have to admit, I tried the same thing with Stu. I sent out a bunch of emails, and I got nothing. I even tried to get compromising photos of Stu from his sister-in-law Andrea's yoga class. Cynthia. That's why I didn't get any photos. Frankly, the best dirt I got on Stu, you're going to love this, was from Ron Burton. Where is Ron? This is Ron's dirt. Ron and little Zach Burton beat Stu and Noah in a chicken fight in the Dead Sea. Yes, I am running on fumes tonight. When in doubt, make it up. Now, seriously, those of you who know Stu know he's the whole package. Networker extraordinaire, workout king, and business school professor. Best of all, and lucky for him, Stu has an understanding wife. Networker extraordinaire. Everyone knows Stu, or everyone knows someone who knows Stu. You know someone who went to Lehigh? They know Stu. And I don't care when they graduate. You know someone who went to Lehigh? They know Stu. By the way, you know a girl that went to Lehigh? They probably dated Stu. You know a girl that knows a girl that went to Lehigh? Danielle, yes, is an understanding wife. I'm new. Lori and I are new to the internet, but they have these social networking sites on the internet. Lori doesn't even know what they are. They were made for Stu, because Stu is social and he's a networker. Stu has 247 friends on Facebook, over 500 connections on LinkedIn, and 9 people follow him on Twitter, just a tiny bit short of Ashton Kutcher's 2,097,000. By the way, if you've ever been on Facebook, how many people are on Facebook? Anybody? So you know they have these subgroups that you sign up as being a member. Things like Roslyn High School Class of 1983 or US-wide Pilgrimage 1981. There's actually a subgroup called I Dated Stu Seltzer. Yes, Danielle is an understatement. Stu is a workout king. Am I out of time yet? Is a workout king. You see him in the gym when it opens, you see him in the gym when it closes. He sneaks into the gym, he says, I told Danielle I couldn't do carpool, and he's in the gym. Lucky we don't have those Derek Jeter 24 workout places in America, because Stu would be there at all hours of the night because he doesn't sleep. Yes, quite an understanding wife. By the way, Stu's workouts don't stop in the gym. He takes his workouts on the road, literally. What some people would call extreme vacations. He took his family to Israel. Was it last summer or the summer before? We ran into him up in the north. What did you guys do all day? It was 110, I'm telling you, record heat. You haven't seen anything like this. Dry heat though, so 110 doesn't really feel like 100. What did you guys do all day? Oh, we took an all-day hike in the 110-degree heat. If that wasn't extreme enough, in planning the vacation, Stu went online, sight unseen, and rented an apartment in Israel. And if you hear Jacob tell his story, they got there and it had all kinds of bugs and stuff crawling everywhere. If that wasn't extreme enough, one time they went to Okemo and they took this normally 5 or 6 hour drive, which Stu does in about 30 minutes because he drives like a maniac. And then when they get up there, they realize that Stu forgot Noah and Jacob's suitcase at home. They had to buy clothes when they got there, and Noah and Jacob had to sleep in their ski stuff the whole trip. Yes, and understanding why. If you could just picture Danielle with that. Stu is also a business school professor. Some of you may not have known that. He teaches the most popular course on licensing and merchandising at NYU. It is the only course on licensing. You guys have to listen to the description of this course. Did you write this? An examination of the laws and regulations protecting intangible creations and how those creations are disseminated as part of sports commerce and the principles involved in the branding of sales, licensed property. Topics covered include the protection of inventions, discoveries, blah, 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 blah. The fine print says this class is sponsored by No-Dos, and you get free Red Bull when you enroll, and if you can stay awake for all 12 sessions, you get 3 credits. Seriously, in addition to all those things, Stu is a Major League mensch and a giant supporter of Jewish causes. If Wexner needs a rabbi picked up, it's Stu. You need someone to blow the shofar in front of 500 people at High Holiday service, it's Stu. Oh, we forgot my prop.
Yeah.
Can you hold this up for people? Where's Sabrina? Maybe you guys can walk up and down with this. This is Stu's shofar. So if you need someone who's in front of 500 people, what does it say?
What does it say?
It says here, this space could be yours for High Holidays 2009. You want to someone to blow the shofar in front of 500 people? It's Stu. Someone who wants to blow it in front of 10 preschool kids? It's Stu. You want to rally people for a UJA event? It's Stu. In fact, Stu pitches UJA all the time. His favorite line is, of the 50,000 Jews in Westchester, only 8% give to UJA. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if you used that line again tonight. Stu is the whole package. Wikipedia defines human synergy as when one person is able to complete 2 separate tasks by doing one action. That is Stu. A guy who blows the shofar, sells ad space on the shofar, and reaches Jewish causes on the same holiday. If you need a favor, ask Stu. For the last 2 years, I was chair of the UJA Emerging Leaders and Philanthropists organization. It's basically an umbrella group made up of different young people's affinity organizations. I was uncomfortable chairing a group with people so much younger than me, so I asked Stu if he would join. It meant a few more nights out or mornings away, but he was more than willing to step up. I am sure that many people in this room have been on the receiving end of a Stu Seltzer favor. And for that, we also say thanks to Danielle for being such an understanding woman. Please, Stu Seltzer.